On average, there's a total of 188 crimes every year in this area, which includes crimes such as assault, auto theft, breaking and entering, robbery, theft in general, and homicide. It is also noted that the median household income for those living in Regent Park is $45,706, whereas for the entire city of Toronto, this would be $65,829. And this is according to the City of Toronto's 2016 Census Backgrounder Income Report. Unfortunately, Regent Park is a Toronto neighborhood with the highest rates of child poverty, with 58.1% of children living in low-income families in 2016. For the entirety of Toronto, this percentage was 26.3%. These unsatisfying numbers displaying the economic situation of most families living in Regent Park in relation to the rest of the city could also cause for these families to experience relationship problems, as a study reported by Business Insider, where an individual interviewed over 1,000 other people, showed that one's economic situation has either a positive or negative impact on the overall dynamic of a given family. In Regent Park, almost 30% of the working class population has some sort of college degree, whereas for the entire municipality of Toronto, almost 70% of residents ages 25 to 64 have some post-secondary certificate, diploma, or degree. Overall, when comparing Regent Park to the city of Toronto, it is obvious that the economic and crime situation is a lot worse in this area. So how might these factors affect gun violence? Well, in order to tackle this question, it is important to first understand who is primarily committing these crimes and why. Recently, since the municipal government and John Tory are realizing that gun violence is becoming a growing issue in the city of Toronto, they released a report with a partner organization about the issue specifically. It outlines the fact that most of these shootings are being conducted by our very own youth, and that, quote, the likelihood that a young person will end up a participant in or victim of a shooting depends on factors including socioeconomic status and trauma at a young age, end quote. This report was specifically based on independent research where they interviewed 10 people from ages 15 to 30 when they were incarcerated for gun possession. Most stated that the reason for doing so was along the lines of poverty, racism, and negative experiences with the legal system affecting their lives. Multiple participants said they felt as if this was expected from them due to their experiences with the media and the police. The main reason for gun purchases, however, was for protection, as all 10 people interviewed said that they had seen friends or family members shot and did not want the same to happen to them. Based on statistics and history, Regent Park clearly has an issue with poverty as well as its overall culture as an area in the heart of downtown Toronto. These issues, along with family influences, personality traits, and exposure to media, according to the American Psychological Association, can stem into influencing youth at a young age to participate in gun violence. This leads myself to introducing the ideal solution to end gun violence in Toronto, which would be first tested through a trial program running in Regent Park. This trial program encompasses a multi-step approach, as there is no simple solution to such an intricate issue. To begin, there are a total of 3 components in this trial program that will run. It will require approximately 35 volunteers, which can be easily obtained by putting up a posting on a volunteer recruitment website. The target audience of this trial program would definitely be youth, from ages 15 to 24. For this trial program, we will be making a campaign called Better Safe Than Sorry, as we want to advertise to youth that it's better if they seek help for whatever is going on in their lives before turning to guns. Step 1. Establishing a culture of gun safety. To begin, though it may be seen as common knowledge, when at times of despair, youth may be driven towards committing unthinkable crimes with the use of firearms. Therefore, it is almost imperative to first establish an understanding towards gun safety. Essentially, youth should constantly be reminded that they should never touch an illegal firearm with or without a license, and notify an adult or even the police when they are aware that someone is in possession of an illegal firearm. This message can be successfully portrayed to our target audience, which is youth, through the use of flyers and social media. Over the course of this trial program, there will be numerous flyers handed out primarily to youth in this area, notifying them about the importance of gun safety. In addition, volunteers will be open to answering questions when distributing these flyers, which will also contain a link to the campaign's Instagram page. As according to Statista, a statistics portal, over 60% of young Canadians use Instagram on a weekly basis, showing that it is an effective medium to use.